Guys, welcome back to episode 27 of Who Should You Choose, the video series where I go through all the prior videos, questions, and comments and help you with your HUT lineup decision. Guys, before we get into the video, today is Wednesday, which means there is a community pack opening. So if you want to get involved and open up your packs on stream, make sure that you come check out the Twitch channel 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern time when everyone gets their Rivals packs at 5. We open them all, and we just, in front of hundreds of people, and we just see if we can't pull some big cards, get some Master Set players, all of that. So make sure you go and check it out. The link is down below, or just go to twitch.tv/nosleeves12. All right, guys, let's get into the questions from the last video, and we'll start with WW Hockey. He says, "Hey, Sleeves, hope all is well with you, your wife, and your pup." Thank you, my man. Summer and Skylar are both doing great. I have 15,000 coins and 2 power-up collectibles. Here is my team. So he doesn't have a lot of power-up collectibles. He's like, I only get to play around 3 times a week, and I'm Div 4, so not a ton of champs being played. I want to get the 85 Foodie to replace Larkin, as he is one of my favorite players. I don't know who to take for my free 94. I'm thinking Chikrin would be the best for my team, but I want Sagan. So I won't take him Barzal when he gets his Master Set. I think I'm going to upgrade Mac. I'm not going to upgrade Mac anymore, as I don't like him that much. I love Shifley's card, so I think I'll upgrade him instead. I feel my forwards need help, though, so I was wondering who would you think would work for my team. Is Sagan the play? I also want someone to replace Kucherov. All right, so lots going on here. He's got McKinnon, Paterka, Rantanen, Matthews, Byfield, Turcotte. I really wouldn't spend any more coins upgrading Byfield and Turcotte. It's just going to cost you way too much money, and by the time that you get there at 92, there's probably going to be better cards for you. In terms of your defense, you've got the 85 Primetime Coburn as your other left-handed player. That does make things... Would Chikrin be the best? I don't think Chikrin... I still think Sagan is the play, because even if you don't play him at center, you want to replace McKinnon, and you need a right-handed forward to do that, so I think that would be the play. Another option for your defense would be... I was going to say Alexander Alexiev, but he is left-handed. Or, sorry, right-handed, I believe. Or no, left-handed. No, I think, yeah, Alexiev is left-handed. So if you look up that 90 overall Alexiev, look and see he might be able to replace Coburn for you. In terms of replacing X-Factor Kucherov... that's tough. I mean, you could go Michael Grabner, the 90 overall, I believe, or 89. I can't remember. Michael Grabner. He would be the other one that would do for the Austria card. Ethan Delorme says, I've been watching your videos since the beginning of the year, and I would say I'm pretty good with those big cards for time on attack. Here is my team. So he's got Kyrou, Sagan, Rantanen, Dickinson, Matthews, Barzal, McKinnon, Stamkos, McDavid, Kane, Draisaitl, Suzuki, and then Byram, Zubov, Hedman, Makar, Slavin, Sider. So, I don't think... I think you need a defenseman, to be honest with you. 84 Hedman at this point needs to be upgraded. So you could go Chikrin, but your right side also needs help, so you could go Carlson. I'd go Chikrin over Carlson at that point. Other than that, I don't see McDavid anywhere. Oh, no, sorry. You do have the 89 McDavid. Okay, that's good. Another option on defense would be the 89 Larry Murphy for you as well. If you have the X Factor Barzal, I would upgrade him as opposed to trying to get his style icon. Just upgrade him as X Factor. Chinook says, yo. Justin goes, I Sleeves, love your content. Not sure what's the next move with my team. He's got Sagan, Duchesne, 97 overall Duchesne, McDavid, Matthews, Crosby, Kane, Kucherov, Sedin, Max, Zibanejad, Couturier, Granlund, and then his defense is actually pretty stacked. Oh no, you have Sagan. So you're going to get a free one. If you've already got Sagan, you could put Sagan at center and move Couturier out, Sedin down, even Crosby down, to be honest with you. And you could get move Sagan over to the center and then get Barzal when he comes out. I think that's probably the play. Your defense is fine right now, to be honest with you. Timo Meyer, let's go. Hey, Sleeves, I'm back. Your idol. First world problems here with the squad. Lemieux, Zetterberg, Team of the Year, McDavid, Duchesne, Matthews, Mac, 16-bit Eichel, Doc, Rantanen, Huberdeau, Kopitar, Wright. Now, in regards to this free 94 event, Barzal interests me. I have his X Factor up to 87, but stopped investing. Sagan is also of interest. I also have an X Factor Ovi sitting in my inventory, debating if I should boost him or not. The idea of a giant line of Ovi, Miko, and Matthews is intriguing. I'm a Div 2 player, and I got up to 2050, but seem to have plateaued. All right. You need to upgrade Ovi. He's one of the best right-handed winger cards in the game. Definitely better than Wright. You could also... The issue is that you could put Eichel at center, but I probably wouldn't. I'm assuming tradable players. He has Vazzy, Mario, Also have tradable team of the year Miko and Hedman sitting in the inventory as investments. Oh, so once you sell those, you're well over 2 million coins. Okay. Well, that makes things different. I mean, like, you can go and get Barzal when he comes out. You can upgrade Ovi for sure. You could get Sagan. Like, you could have an absolutely stacked, stupid team. So that's probably where I would go. Because other than that, you've got the best cards. You can, yeah, get rid of. You need another centerman to get rid of X Factor Kopitar. Joey Bonasil, slaves love the vids. I'm free to play in Div 3 and have 100,000 coins. I just packed X Factor McDavid, which helped me solidify my top 2 lines. However, I really want to replace X Factor Eichel with X Factor Ovi. My only issue is I don't know if buying the X Factor off the market would be the best bang for my buck. Other than that, I'm absolutely stuck and don't know what to do next. What 94 do you think I should take? I was kind of leaning towards Price, but I know your opinion on goalies. Well, I mean, if your goaltender is 81 Price and just looking at the rest of your team, like, honestly, your team is pretty good to just take Price, but yeah, you're right. You're missing out. Like, you could go look on the market right now. You can get Price for like 350,000 coins. You know, it's going to cost you another 100 to get Sagan. Like, that just explains like the demand and whatnot, right? You've got 89 Barzal. I don't know if that's like a team of the week or primetime or if it's an X Factor. If it's an X Factor, just upgrade it. But other than that, let's see here. You don't really need Sagan. X Factor, McCarr, Carlson, Hedman, Bouwmeester. Man, to be honest, you know what? Actually, Price is probably the play. He is by far your weakest position, but still, like, I don't know. That's tough. Mac Attack says, Sleeves, the GOAT. Hope you're having a good start to the new year. Eased off the comments for a few weeks to let some others get their questions in. Some people need to do that more. Not to brag, but I could be in the top 10 comments on every video. I appreciate that, brother. Fastest notification fingers in the West. I started out the year with Kachuk, Point, Couturier, Kaprizov on X Factors. Then my luck changed to LOL. Within the 2 weeks, I packed Ovi, Barzal, McKinnon, and Kane. Obviously, priority is upgrading them as the weeks go on. Is there any you think I shouldn't waste any more time on? Any other cards in my lineup that jump out and need to move on from? Well, Ovi, you definitely want to invest in. That is for sure. Kaprizov, not so much. Barzal, I would invest in upgrading, and McKinnon. Kane is okay. As is Kucherov, but like, actually it's tough because if you don't have Team of the Year McDavid and you don't have X Factor McDavid, you don't have Duchesne, then I guess it is kind of tough because Kane and Kucherov are both really good, but they're not among like the best of the left-handers. He's got Icon Sagan, you've got Barzal, which means you're going for a defenseman. Like, I would probably, your best righty is X Factor Carlson. You need to upgrade Carlson. I would stop upgrading Byram, and I would grab Chikrin and get rid of Hughes and bump them down. Hey, Sleeves, I recently bought X Factor Carey Price for 80K, but I haven't upgraded him yet because I don't know if I should build him to the 87 or sell him to upgrade other parts of my team. My current goal, 87 Campbell, has been very hot and cold and often has a great game that follows up with a bad one. Is X Factor Price similar, or does he constantly making outstanding saves every game? I'm Div 4, by the way. I haven't had a goalie consistently like stop those goals that you think are going to go in more than Carey Price is X Factor. So again, I can't see how you play defense, so that's always going to be the biggest thing. Taking a look at your squad, though, you've got McKinnon's X Factor, Stamkos, McDavid, Panarin, Lindholm, Raquel. You've got a lot of X Factors that aren't maxed out, so it's going to be tough for you. I don't think upgrading Price is probably a priority right now. I think that getting Stamkos into the 90s as well as Draisaitl is going to be your biggest, most important thing to do. Auxiliaries says, hey, Sleeves, my right wingers are X Factor, Ovi, Max, Stam, and Eichel. Centers are Sagan, Zetterberg, X Factor, Draisaitl, and X Factor Matthews. With Barzal coming out, I want to run him on right wing and bump Matthews out of the lineup, which means either Stam or Eichel will move to center. Which one would you rather run at center? Stamkos, I would rather have her. Stamkos is better than Eichel at both positions, but he is far better than Eichel at center. Eric Caprio says, hey, Sleeves, loving the content. Killed it in 21 and already after it in 22. The half spin video was so clutch. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. My team is stacked, free to play, except the one-time Mama's card used a couple hundred. Div 3 player, almost Div 2. Not sure what to do next, thinking I just sit and wait for players I like. So he's got Stamkos, X Factor Stamkos, X Factor Matthews, X Factor McDavid, McKinnon, Duchesne, Rantanen, Giroux, Doc, and St. Louis. Not sure. I think I just sit and wait for players I like. Your team is fine, bro. Like, there's nothing that is clearly needed to be upgraded here. No, I think you've got a great team, dude. Just sit and wait for the players that you like, in my opinion. Lucas Murphy says, A-Sleeves, loving all the content on YouTube and from the streams. I'm in a spot with my team where I don't really know where to improve, as I feel everything is pretty solid. I also don't know who to take for the 94 choice right now. I'm thinking Barzal. I have 100K at the moment. So he's got McDavid, Draisaitl, Eichel, Paterka, Andrighetto, Bedard, McKinnon, Stahl, Barbashev. You want to take Sagan because, while I think that Barzal is going to be the better winger, Sagan is still a fine winger, and you can run him at center. That's where I would go. I have X Factor McDavid in my collection, but not in the lineup because he's only at 84. You got to focus on getting McDavid up, by the way. You don't even need to get him up that far, and he would crack your lineup. Melissa C says, hey, Sleeves, love the content. Right now, I'm stuck, and I don't know what to do. I'm a free-to-play player. I started at Christmas. I have a decent team, but I don't know what to do. I also have 35,000 coins just sitting around. I don't know what to do with my goalies because 87 Koskinen has been underperforming. Zadina, Matthews, McDavid, team of the week. Hossa, Sagan, Nylander, Pasta, Draisaitl, Kaner, Bredman, Kopitar, Ovi, Prokop, Carlson. I've loved all of the cards except Koskinen. I also have X Factor Hedman in the collection. I have around 200 gold cards too. Should I use my cards to upgrade Sagan and Carlson? I also got the free 94 for like 2 months because I'm in grade 6 and I have school. Respect. Okay, well, if you don't like Koskinen, I'd probably move on from Koskinen and grab X Factor Carey Price. He isn't super expensive, and because you only have Koskinen 87, the base like X Factor Carey Price, you only got to upgrade him a little bit before he's just like on par with that. In terms of the free card that you're going to get, I would definitely take the next best player for your team, and that is going to be Barzal. He's far and away going to be your best player on the right-hand side. And then go and watch my best prices for all ranges video that just came out. That will definitely help you out and pick some new players. Eichel had his first practice with Vegas. I think he deserves a card. I don't know if he's still like a few weeks away from playing. I don't know if EA would have to give like a charity card. And even then, like when he gets his first prime time or whatever, it's the event cards. He doesn't go on top of the event card. So I don't know how that's going to work. It might be a while before Eichel gets an upgrade. Hey, Sleeves, this is my X Factors, and I have Scheifele on the bench. How much and who should I keep upgrading? I don't play much of the game, so I qualified every second Hut Champs, and I get most of the time throughout collectibles. So he's got Eichel, Matthews, McDavid, Hedman, Fox. X Factor, Ovechkin, Stahl, Grabner, Carlson, Thomas. Kane is where you need to first put in Kane for sure. Get him into the 90s, and then Carlson to 90 as well. That's where you should start. Team of the Year, McDavid is much slower than his X Factor. Wish I hadn't made him. He only had one tier to go. We're playing different games, brother. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Riley Lou says, hey, Slaves, I'm stuck on what I should do next with my team or what I want to go after. I currently have close to half the way of making Zetterberg and have around 60K. I also plan to replace my base Crosby with the X Factor when I get it upgraded enough. For the free 94, I was planning on taking Barzal to replace the X Factor I have here as the team. So you've only got Barzal to 85. Dude, your centers are really, oh no, you have the Sagan already. Okay, yeah, getting the Barzal would probably be the play here. And then Coffee or Byram, leaning towards Coffee. I would go Coffee over Byram now for sure because Coffee's still going to keep upgrading, and there's a chance he gets like an event card and he goes way up. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Don't forget, check out the Twitch stream live at 5 p.m. for the community pack opening. Watch us open tons of packs on the hunt for some MasterCards. And make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on to get your question answered in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.